everybody, we are back with part 7 of our journal workshop series. So let me just give you a preview of what we've covered so far. So we have the hardback book covers that came from my mom's kit, and we made this front cover section to go on top. And we'll probably do something else to this, maybe, I'm not sure, we'll see. And then I will go over how to recreate this signature page just so you can, follow along and see how I did this. I like the direction that this was going. I have these flaps and it's very simple actually. But I do want to make sure that all of you are able to recreate everything that I do in this workshop. So when we're done, you'll have a complete journal. And as I stated, this journal that I'm making, I am sending to a very sweet lady. Her name's Julie, and she has been through so much. My heart goes out to her. She was caught up in the Hurricane Ida, and she's been updating me with her situation, and it's just been unreal. All that she has been through, and I thought the least I could do is try to bring some light, bring some sunshine her way. And so this journal, when it's done, will be going to her. And then you can see this page we've already created. And I think what I'm going to do is I found one of these envelopes that my mom gave me. I think I might incorporate this. But I think I'm going to use this as a backdrop for this signature page here. And then we still have to finish the signature, put in our pocket here, and, add some more layers through here. And then we have the envelopes that we created from the last lesson. And now we are working on this section of this new signature page here. But you can see it's starting to come together. There's a lot of elements that we are building through this. And so now, adding in some lined papers, just some simple lined papers, along with maybe some tea stain papers from my mom's kit. We'll start adding those in. I just wanted to kind of start to where we were creating some pockets and envelopes and little embellishments that add that kind of eye candy to each of your journal pages or signature pages. So that is, a little preview of what we've done so far. And I think maybe 10 more parts to this. We might actually have a journal. I don't know. We'll see. I hope all of you are enjoying it. Okay, so let's move on here. We are working on this signature page here, and we just folded this one here, and now I have this background. So I think what I'm going to do is create these little pockets and then use these frames as the fronts for each one of the pockets. So we can put something down here that's really interesting, or you can put a picture here. Something I think along that line is what I will do. We also have these flaps, which might be kind of neat. These envelope flaps, we could create something kind of pretty there, maybe there. That would look pretty. I kind of like that. So we could put some pockets here, or maybe we could do something like this and do one of these. Just kind of figuring out how I want to build this page here. I like this, I really like this. It's kind of gives it that eclectic look that I like. So maybe we can cut this down and put something across here just a little bit. I'm trying to think, I just want to, I did something like kind of created a staggered pocket or something like that. It'd be kind of cute, but I don't know if I like it around this blue background. So actually think I like that better. And I'm thinking I want it about, you know, 3.5 inches to 3 3/4. 3 3/4. So I can make it 3.5 to 3 3/4 of an inch. And do my first cut. And we want to save our piece here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to, maybe right where this line is coming down, just create a little score mark there so I can create my hinge. Make a little score mark there. And now we will have pocket that we'll flip this way. So on the back here, I definitely want a pocket on this side as well. And I might just take this other piece and I might do it like just like that, even with this little tab hanging out. I love tabs. You can put little sentiments there, and it just makes it easy to use as kind of a pole. And then we'll have a pocket there, and we have our hinge here. So what we're going to do is just glue down the side and the bottom here to create our pocket. Just gonna put a little dot there. Make sure I get that corner there. So now we have our pocket. And I do want to bring and fold this over just to make sure that this edge is not on that fold at all, because I don't want it to interfere with that hinge. And we're going to be putting that right up there. And then I'm just going to lightly distress those edges. And you could take and start decorating with washi tape or scraps of other papers if you wanted. Now, I need something white here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use, now that I think about it, just one of these index cards. That will be a good weight to support our pocket. So that's what I'm gonna use here. And I want to cut it down, of course. Let's do, no, that's 3 inches. We could cut it 3 inches. We can save that for later. I think that was kind of close. And then I'm going to get those edge scissors and let's see here. I want to cut it maybe like 3/4 of an inch over. And then I'm going to cut this other side as well. And if you don't have these scissors, you can just rip, you know, and or tear. And then I think we will do kind of like so. I like that. And I think what I'm going to do, going to take a little bit of trim and apply it just on this top edge here. So I think I'm just going to do that like so. Glue that on the top there. It kind of cleans up that edge too where I cut out the center. So I can insert a picture or something, you know, inside of here. And with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and glue here. I want to be able to insert a picture or something across there. I might just, for now, glue just this edge until I get my picture in there, and then glue down this side to make it easy to size my picture and get it in there. So I'm just going to glue just this edge here. And I have to see if I can get some more pictures from my mom. But, you know, if you want to personalize this, you could add in your own photos. So I'm going to have to make sure I place this so this does not go past that edge there. But that makes my pocket really off center. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little bit of that clock off. And then I'm going to glue this white section down to create that pocket there. And I thought what might be kind of fun is there's this little tag here, and I might do a hole punch and bring down another little tag or something hanging down from here. Well, you can see we have this here, and we'll have a pocket going back there. And we could even take and add a little more lace, or I might even just take this and add this part to the bottom, and then we could have a little space to journal. Or we could stamp something that says like date, or write something that says date and then put your picture in there. So I'm just going to apply a little glue right on the top here, and then I have that little space where I can add in. I'm going to cut off just this little section right here. And then I think I will put this down below as another pocket. Okay, so I was just kind of playing along with some of these journal cards, and this one's kind of cute inside the frame. If you wanted to put a picture inside the frame and just create another pocket right there, you could do that. We could use this to create another pocket down here. I actually kind of like that. I might use that as a pocket. And then this kind of sticks on the side, and we have this house on this side, which I wasn't liking at first, but now I'm kind of liking it because it's kind of tying into this theme that we're starting here. And this is how things develop sometimes. Create a pocket with that. Or I might just do, like I said, another flap, so we could use the back side here. I had to go run through our mail and see if I could find an envelope. I'm just going to cut a piece of trim. Just try to roughen up that edge there. Give it kind of a torn look. I like that, so I'm going to go ahead and just glue that down. And then I'll be able to leave my envelope the size that it is, I won't have to, you know, try to make it simple. Oops. Okay, now the envelope, what I think I'm going to do here is I want to keep the front. I have this window here, but the back and this flap I want to replace with vellum is my idea. But I want the top flap to be vellum. And I want to make sure I have a little space for gluing, so I want to bring it up, you know, a little ways. And I'm just going to cut around that top section there. I'll cut around my envelope to create a flap, a vellum flap. And then I have these pieces here, and I'm going to, again, make sure that I leave an edge for gluing, and I'm going to just cut around, use this as my pattern here. Leave enough of an edge for gluing. Make sure you leave that edge for gluing. Straighten that out right there. Okay, so I have my pieces cut out. I think that was fairly simple. So that piece can go, and we can okay, and that would be our bottom section. We can trim it if we need to. Just gonna leave a little dab of glue here on the side. We're gonna glue all the edges. So to create a vellum back here, kind of a hybrid envelope. I'm going to use some washi tape. I have some that I bought from Tuesday Morning a long time ago. It was $1.99. Oh, I wish I would have bought everything they had for that price back in the day. This was years ago that I bought this, but it's this airmail strip or airmail kind of theme here, and you can use, again, whichever washi tape you want to use. So I'm just going to take and line that up. And fold it over. And just cut that edge there. Okay, now I have this kind of hybrid vellum envelope, so I can see through that window here and then the back. So I want to do something pretty there. I need to cut there. This one, I like this one. I'll use that one. So I'm going to cut off those white edges, distress the edges, and then fold it and put it inside the envelope. That should work. Now let's see, I want to make my folds. So it goes right about there. There. Now it fits in there perfectly. And I think just to dress this bottom section here a little bit, I just use some more of this trim here. I think I'm going to use one of the stamps or something just to kind of add a little embellishment on the end of the envelope there. I have this little sunflower, which would be kind of cute. A bigger flower. I actually kind of like that bigger flower. And I'm going to distress that, put this on the end here. That on that little flap, kind of help it, weigh it down a little bit. I might just use this piece of twine, and it's got this tag. It's just from packaging, some leftover packaging that I had, and I can. So I think I'm going to put a piece of the twine there, and I want to make sure it's long enough. Maybe just cut it in half. And we'll glue that down. And I'll probably put something over it. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. And let that dry. We could do like maybe these. I'll just go ahead and use those. I can always print up more. But I just want to make sure that that's held down really good. There. And then this, we'll be able to just tie in with our string once it's dry. Okay, so for the front of the envelope, as I was sitting here thinking through this, I think what I'm going to do is take one of the pieces that I printed on vellum, and this is from the digital kit again, and I'm going to just kind of cut around this window here. It just happens so that this design seems to go perfectly around that window. So I'm just following kind of the design is all. And I just need to take off a little bit here. Alright, and I'm going to just glue that down and use that as kind of the decoration, and then I think I might stencil it just to distress it up a little bit. So it's such a pretty material, and you know, it gives that transparency so you can see it kind of just blends everything together. So I think the next thing, I might just throw this airmail sticker on there. I'm just going to place this right where that this little boo-boo occurred. Yeah. And I might even just add one up here. Why not, right? Have this little butterfly we could do there. I kind of like that one. My mom got me this stencil, and I'm just gonna grunge this envelope up a little bit. That's all I really want to do. And so, whatever stencil you have, or you could just take and distress over your envelope. I just want to kind of grunge it up a little bit is all I want to do. And I think I'm just gonna use this section here. There, and just lightly go over these sections here. All right, I like our envelope here. And now we can, I have to distress this flap as well. I just use some of that script and stencil. And again, you could use whatever stencil you have on hand. I just think stencils are a great way to decorate. And then, if, you still can journal over those areas. And it just gives an added, layer to your page. Get tied in there because I think it's all dry. I think it'll stay in there once it's tied. No, I don't even think I have to do that tight of a bow here. Okay, now we have our end section here, and I had that one thing that I was going to use from my mom's kit. Where did I put it? But I tore some of it on accident. I think I might just distress over it and give it kind of a distressed look. I might add one of these onto here just for fun. And I'm loving the vellum stickers. I'm having too much fun with them. They're so much fun. I might even put this down on there too. Right where it says remarks. Okay. I have this little leftover piece. Let's see, I might just tear that a little bit. So just go over my, I don't want to go over my sticker. Okay, now I want this as kind of a tab, I think, and this is going to be a tab. This right here, I gotta stamp something or put something there. I have to. I could just write date, but I think I have a stamp somewhere that has a date on there. I don't know if I can find it. Maybe I'll just do confidential. I don't know. I want a stamp. Now, date is what I would normally pick, but we're just gonna stamp it with confidential because it's easily accessible. There we go. I needed something. That did it. Just all of a sudden, a light bulb came on. This is from Cheryl. And let's see what we have in here. Just a little share. I thought I'd share with all of you. And I did ask her if I could share it, and she said I could. Look at this card. Oh my gosh. I love the print. Look at all the florals. Aren't those neat? Oh. So I will be able to use some of these vintage cards. Oh, I love them. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Oh my goodness. And then some, it looks like, oh, this is the avocado dyed stuff she was telling me about. So she avocado dyed some of these paper doilies. Look how pretty. Oh, and here's a card. I'm gonna read the card here. Oh, look how pretty. It's very, very nice. Look how lovely all of these paper doilies turned out. Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. These are truly lovely. And then this must be some of the trim, and I was looking for some trim to use, and this will be perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look what she did. Look at this tag she created with the Fairy Whispers line. Oh, Cheryl, it is just lovely. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. It's just a nice surprise to be able to just sit back, relax, and really enjoy this. It's just, everything's lovely. Look at the avocado dyed papers. These are just gonna be so much fun to work with. And then she took some of the printed designs and avocado dyed those as well. And look how nice. This is from Romantic Notions, I think. No. Oh my gosh, I don't even know my own collections. I think it's Romantic Notions. Oh, these are just lovely. So Cheryl, thank you. Thank you so much for this thoughtful, generous gesture. Love it. And then I have all of these that I can use. These little heart cutouts. Just very, very nice. Thank you so much. And we are working on this signature here. Back to where we left off. Okay, so we have our flap here that has our envelope. So we'll have to glue that down. And then we have our pockets here that we're going to create. Or I might just create a little flap. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this flap down. And make sure I have it on that fold nice and snug. Oh, but then, let's see, I need to have my tab sticking out a little bit. Like right there. Yep. And then this, you know, I'm going to go ahead and create another little flap with this, I think. I might do some fabric. Get back into our little strips of muslin here. That's what I might do, and just tear a piece. Raggedy looking. Okay, and I'm going to stick it in the middle of the page, just kind of like so. Go right down the middle of the fabric here and put it on that fold. Okay, and just gonna go like that. Make sure that's pushed up against that edge there. Let me just take this and snug it up into the fold there. Okay, up here I want to on the back of this flap here, I think I might take this ephemera piece and just put it there kind of like so. Thinking maybe just some trim. Kind of keep. I want to create this little belly band with it. I'm going to just glue the sides. And we're going to lay that down. Wait. I'm going to have to bend it right there. And I'm going to use my bone folder. Maybe. I have to find it. I'm always losing it. Always. It just disappears. And I lost the cap to my glue. Oh my. There's my bone folder. Okay. And then I'm going to place this over it. I might just distress that up a little bit too. I really just want to kind of have that added texture there. There. And then, okay, now I think this is dry enough to where And I want to make sure that my flap here is kind of going straight. So I'm just gonna use that bone folder there to kind of create a straight flap. And I'm going to stick this right like so. Okay, so we have our flap here, and then we have our flap here. And just for a little added element, I'm going to take this number stamp. Again, I ordered, I think about 7 of these. They probably won't be here for like another 4 weeks, but you could use any numbered stamp. You could use a script stamp. You could use whatever stamp you want to use to stamp on fabric. I just really like this. An office stamp, you could use just a simple office stamp that says confidential or whatever on it. But I like this numbered stamp. I think it looks kind of cool. All right. There we go. Now for in here, again, I might just want to put something temporary, but not glue it in because I want to leave that. So Julie can decide what she wants to put in there, but just as kind of a placeholder, I think I am going to use that journal card. We have our 2 flaps here. There and there. I'm gonna have to do something on the back of this because it's upside down. And so in the next section, I think, you know, I'll work a little more on that. I want to attach our flap here. I might just leave it here for right now because sometimes as I get going, when I'm creating a journal, I like to move things around. So I'm not going to glue that down right now, but we have our flap there with our envelope. And now I have this little tab here, and I think I just want to add a little bit of this to the edge. I hope all of you are having fun with this workshop. I have been having a blast with it. It's so nice to just, I don't know, relax and be able to take time to do this workshop. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put that little bit of muslin there. I want to distress the edges with that a little bit too, I think. And then, let's see, I want to take this Do Not Disturb, and I think I'm going to just kind of set it right along there. So I have that little tab there. Alrighty, and then I think I'm going to end it by inserting this in there as just kind of a holder. And then if Julie, when she receives it, wants to put her own photo in there or something else, she will have that option. But I just think it's really cute. Let's see, it might have... I need to cut it down a little bit more. We're getting there. I think we've got some nice elements to our signature pages. We got some interesting flaps, and we did a different take on an envelope. That was kind of fun, I thought. We'll probably glue that down there, but we'll see as we get going. And then we did a little embella clip, which I haven't done in a while, and I might do some more of these. They're just really fun to do. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put there yet. So as you can see, it's, you know, it's starting to look like the beginning of a journal. And I think there's some really neat elements and some neat flaps and so forth. And we're going to do some more pockets and things like that. We have our envelopes that we still have to add in, all sorts of things. And then we have our cover and spine. So a lot more to cover in this series, but I think so far it's, you know, it's coming along nicely. Again, this I will show how to do in the next part for those of you who want to recreate this page. And we've already done this. We've done this page. I did add the other half of the vellum butterfly to that section there. And I just need to figure out where I want to, you know, how I want to build the rest of this signature page here. Our envelope. There's one of them. Not sure where I want to place that, but I'm thinking it's looking kind of good there. So again, I hope all of you are enjoying the series so far. So please leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking so far with all of this. If you have any suggestions, please send me an email. I more than welcome any suggestion you might have. You know, I want to know if they're easy to follow along, if you're getting ideas, and if I should continue to do these workshops. So I look forward to your feedback. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for those of you who have been around with, like, since I've been doing this, how many years ago? And I'm just now getting to where I'm able to do more videos, and I'm gonna push for that daily goal. Not there yet, but hopefully one day. And in the meantime, I will be putting out more videos more frequently. Thank you again so much.